Okay, hi and Assalamualaikum. So this is chapter 5 for compensation and benefits. So next is the cost objective. This one you can read on your own. Alright, for the definition, so compensation is will be defined as all forms of pay and reward received by the employees for the performance of their jobs. So basically, it is a payment in monetary. Monetary means secara duit lah, and as well as reward. Reward it can be monetary, but it also can be non-monetary. Boleh jadi duit, boleh jadi bukan duit. Yang tu we are going to discuss on that later on under reward punya subtopic. Benefits. So, benefits are other forms of compensation. Compensation in Malay is basically pampasan, but in HR, it will actually refer to the income that being paid to the worker, which is not including wages, are known as benefits. So, other things than wages. Wages is upah, yeah. The differences between wages and salary is wages you actually calculate it based on, let's say, hourly, daily, monthly. So dia akan kira, sorry, it's not monthly, kira sebagai harian ataupun hourly. Kalau you tak datang sehari, you takkan dibayar. Itu wages, upah. Atau kalau you kerja selama 2 jam, sejam you dibayar RM10, so you akan dibayar sebanyak RM20. Itu wages. Whereby salary is a fixed payment. Itu beza dia. Fixed payment means that payment for let's say monthly. So monthly you are going to be paid 2,500, for example. So let's say you have emergency leave or you have MC, you ada medical certificate from doctors, then you still you as a worker you are going to get 2,500. And as a manager, you still have to pay 2,500 regardless of let's say your worker absent with apa nama ni reason lah, medical certificate lah, usually dia ada MC, right? So still you kena bayar fix, tak boleh tolak gaji, itu salary, right? Incentive, so it is a payment, duit ya. Incentive ni is tied to achievement of specific objective that have predetermined and communicate to the employees that are on the plan. For example, salesman, for every purchase of product made by the customer, you are going to get 10%. So let's say the price of the product is 200, then you are going to get 20 ringgit to incentive, right? It's like commission as well lah. But incentive ni something that bukan commission, is basically contoh those yang kerja sebagai salesman sahaja ataupun like for example insurance punya agent. They are based on commission. But incentive doesn't apply to these people only. Incentive can be made for other worker as well. Contoh production worker. Production worker, tiba-tiba manager kata kita bagi incentive those yang boleh siapkan lebih daripada 10 produk dalam masa sejam. So kalau kata disiapkan 11, dia dapat berapa ringgit, contoh. Right? Itu beza incentive dengan commission. The purpose of incentive to influence behavior to reach the objective. Basically to increase productivity and to make sure that the product yang dimanufacture tadi become more. Dia akan tambah produk untuk orang kerja lebih bagus lah. The importance of wage system. So wage are important to employees, of course lah. It is like income, right? So to improve their standard living and status. Importance for employers, cost of production. So wages tadi will actually determine the cost of production. Produk, salah satu produk kita panggil cost of production. So wages tu tadi akan determine because dia panggil indirect punya cost yang akan masuk dalam produk tu tadi. Kita kena kira cost per kerja. Got it? Wages are important society. Society ni masyarakat. So the competitiveness of Malaysian business. Okay, let's say company A, company B, and a person or a worker, potential worker, want to apply for a job. So company A offer 2,500 and company B offer 2,600. So basically, of course, people will go for 2,600, right? First thing first, dia akan tengok lah. Okay, so next is package for remuneration or compensation. Sometimes the question they are going to interchangeably tukar-tukar dia akan guna perkataan compensation or remuneration. Dua-dua ni kita kira sebagai pampasan or pemberian, right? So ada wages tadi ada ceritakan, wages tu is basic payment, is hourly or daily, dia akan kira secara upah lah. If you don't come to work, then you are not going to be paid. Benefits other than wages. Incentive tadi kita dah cerita, if let's say you would like your worker to become more productive, ataupun sometimes usually this happen during, let's say lah, company yang buat biskut raya. So dekat-dekat raya ni demand tinggi. So dia akan bagi insentif. Siapa yang boleh buat sebanyak 100 kotak dalam masa 2 jam, I akan bagi insentif setiap kotak tu berapa. Itu insentif. Right? Okay. So goals of remuneration system, apa yang dia nak dapat daripada sistem pemberian gaji tadi. Kalau employer's goal, maximize profits, of course lah. In company, they are going to give you income which is equal ataupun kita panggil sustainable. Sustainable means dia boleh capai profit. They cannot actually offer more than they can give. So that nanti profit dia tu akan jadi achievable. Kalau dia bagi gaji mahal, nanti dia akan effect cost of production. Bila effect cost of production, produk tu kena jual mahal. And profit mungkin rendah. Itu dia punya kaitan dia. So, dia nak maximize profit. Gaji tak boleh bagi rendah sangat. Tapi dia kena at par. At par ni maksudnya sama taraf ataupun sama dengan difficulty of the job. To have an attractive package. Attractive package yang tadi ada wages, benefits as well as incentive. So let's say you imagine you are the human resource manager, you want to advertise job position. You need to put all this package in your advertisement. Barulah orang rasa interested to apply for the job. Retain the best employees. Retain means kekalkan employee yang bagus dalam company. So you have to make sure that you always give them remuneration, good remuneration or compensation. Right. Have system simple to administer. System simple ni means that pembayaran gaji tu through apa? Nowadays we use online banking. No more check, no more bagi duit secara cash usually lah. Kalau check 2-3 hari baru boleh cash, boleh cash in, boleh dapat duit. So is very inconvenient. So that's why remuneration system yang you ada ni kena convenient and simple lah, senang untuk di manage, administer tu tadi. Alright. So employees goal, on the other hand, employees goal ada dua je. Maximize income. Dia nak income sebanyak mungkin and to have a stable income. What does it mean by stable income? Stable means every month they are going to get a fixed amount of money as well as at the time period of time. Means dia akan dapat duit sebanyak tu katalah 25 ribu bulan dan 25 ribu bulan. Ini stable income. Sometimes few company ataupun small company they cannot provide you stable income. Ada profit ada bagi ataupun bagi separuh, and sometimes 25 ribu bulan, sometimes 12 ribu bulan, depending on their profit tadi. So supposedly as an employee they need to have a stable income for their security lah, right? Okay. So wages system tadi dia ada two types of wages system. We have time related system, another one will be piecework system. Dia boleh jadi ni piecework, piece related, they are all the same thing. Kalau you tengok dalam textbook dia akan guna perkataan-perkataan ni. So time related system, wages are paid for set period of work on an hourly, weekly or monthly basis. So dia ikut masa. Some company dia kata kita bayar secara jam, kita bayar secara minggu, kita bayar secara harian, ikutlah. So dia dah letak. Kita bayar sebulan lah, sebulan kita bayar 2,500. So dia akan bayar ikut apa yang dia tetapkan. Whereby piecework, they are going to pay, you are going to pay your employee based on how many product that they produce. right? So let's say for example, kedai buat baju, jahit baju. So dia akan bayar ikut baju yang you jahit, kerja you jahit tadi. Alright, itu beza dia. Okay, so what are the factors affecting levels of pay? Berapa banyak yang dibayar? What are the factors that are affecting? External factor, faktor luaran. Legislation and government policy. So in this chapter, we are going to learn about minimum wages. Minimum wages ni maksudnya gaji paling sikit yang government dah tetapkan lah untuk company ikut. Right? Unions ni kesatuan. This is a chapter last, nanti kita akan belajar. The stronger the unions, usually they can actually demand for higher salary. Selection policy. Policy masa dia select worker. Dia dah basically dalam worker you punya appointment letter tu dia dah mention berapa gaji, berapa tahun baru naik gaji, setahun naik gaji berapa. Right, employment condition. Employment condition, dia mention, okay, let's say dalam condition tu dia kata kita ada probationary period. Take for example lah. So, within that probationary period, dikira sebagai temporary worker dan they are going to pay this much. When they are permanent worker, they are going to pay this much. Itu beza dia. Company profitability. So, this one, remember ya, tadi wages punya system ataupun remuneration package includes incentive as well as benefit. So, incentive tadi based on profitability. Yang kita panggil bonus ke, kita panggil bonus lah. Usually kita suka guna kata bonus kan. Usually when company have high profitability, they are going to distribute atau they are going to give some amount of money as a bonus to their worker as well. Internal factor, faktor dalaman company you sendiri. It based on individual, the person itself. So seniority, usually seniority, bukan usually lah, seniority is based on years of working experience. So the wages is going to be higher by yearly. So maksudnya setiap tahun akan naik. So increase the salary because of the seniority ataupun years of experience. Increase of cost of living, bila cost of living meningkat, company should, guna perkataan should ya, increase level of income as well. Performance higher, ini naik pangkat lah, get promoted and the salary of your worker will increase. Degree of skill, when somebody have higher skill, let's say technician dengan ketua technician. Beza kenapa? Sebab ketua technician dia higher skill. So they are going to be paid higher, right? Okay, why provide benefits? Kenapa kena bagi benefits? Remember the definition of benefits, other forms of things that being given rather than wages, lain daripada gaji tadi. So it can be monetary duit, it can be non-monetary, boleh jadi duit, boleh jadi bukan duit juga. And it divides into statutory benefits, non-statutory benefits. Statutory means wajib diberi, non-statutory means tak compulsory lah untuk diberi. Right? So benefits certain benefits ni I dah cerita tadi, statutory required. Memang there are statutory, compulsory benefits that company should give to their employee. Apa? Nanti kita akan belajar. Alright. Help to attract staff to join the organization. Benefits tadi, when you offer very good benefits, you are going to attract worker to join your organization. Okay, help retain existing employee. Yeah, a good benefit will maintain existing, maksudnya worker yang sedia ada dalam company. And the last one, increase morale. Morale ni semangat ya of employees, which may lead to higher productivity. When they have high motivation, high morale, productivity will increase. Right. So we are going to talk about first statutory benefit. Alright, okay, so for the first statutory benefit is maternity leave. For maternity leave, so currently for budget 2020, which being announced in October 2019, is already being increased to total for the whole years of service 360 days. 360 days means that the minimum numbers that a woman je lah maternity leave kan. Maternity leave is for women who have delivered babies. So 60 days is minimum and maximum is 90 days per every maternity leave or for every confinement. Right? So untuk sekali dia cuti tu dia boleh minta 60 hari ataupun dia boleh minta 90 days. So let's say kalau dia ambil 90 days means that dia boleh sampai 4 anak lah. Sebab 360 altogether, right? Before this 300 is actually increase in apa nama ni, baru bermula 2020 lah, budget 2020. So kalau kata ambil 60 days, as long as you ada balance 360 days and is up to apa nama ni that particular women lah nak ambil berapa untuk berapa orang anak. Pandai-pandai dia lah. Right. So, during the maternity leave, maternity allowance is payable. Payable means gaji tu tetap jalan ya, bukan maksudnya dia bayar lebih, bukan. Providing you tengok yang merah ni I tambah. Entitlement means dia boleh dapat is available unless, kecuali she has 5 or more surviving children at the time of her confinement. So, maksudnya paling banyak pun dia boleh dapat 5 orang lah. Atau ke atas. So basically kalau lebih daripada 5 dia dah tak cover. Boleh? Right? And dia kata kat sini, if let's say you want to have this privilege, you need to at least being in the industry ataupun in the company 90 days before giving birth. Right? Okay. So another statutory benefits. Remember statutory benefits ni yang wajib ya. Time of payment. Time of payment mean time of tu cuti. Payment. Cuti tapi berbayar. Right. So basically walaupun your worker cuti hari tu, but since it is time of payment, you need to pay. Bukan you bayar. Gaji tu gak jalan seperti biasa. Alright. So a weekly rest day. A weekly rest day definition dia, you boleh tengoklah section dia tu. Entitled to 1 rest day per week. Okay, sekat sini ramai yang silap ya. Especially my student yang pergi praktikal. Dia cukup marah bila company bagi sehari je. And sehari tu pula kalau kat Kedah bukan Jumaat Sabtu. Basically, ikut section 59 Employment Act kata 1 rest day regardless of weekend or weekdays. Selagi dia bagi sehari tu sehari dan seminggu tu sekali, then it's okay. This is actually applicable to normal office hour. Kalau dia kerja doktor lain. Nurse lain. Cuti dia tak sama. Right? So we are talking about normal office hour. Yang kerja 5 hari seminggu tu. 6 hari lah sepatutnya. But usually in government sector especially, we are being given 5 days and 2 days for weekly rest day. But in private sector, depends on the company. So, kalau dia bagi sehari je, you tak boleh kata salah lah. Alright. Public holidays. Public holidays means, like here, kita ada 5 of holidays specified by the Act. Dalam akta kata yang ini wajib. Company tak boleh minta worker dia kerja. Kecuali adalah rules and regulation dia. National Day, yang di Pertuan Agong, state ruler tu untuk birthday dia punya apa nama ni, raja lah negeri tu. Labor Day, Malaysia Day. Right. So kalau soalan tanya, you bagi yang ni. Sebab sometimes ada yang bagi Christmas, Raya. Christmas dengan Raya so far okay lah. Every state cuti. But Deepavali tak ya. Surprisingly. I pun baru tahu. Deepavali bukan semua. So, you jangan tulis ikut pemahaman you lah. Right? So, Section 60 kata all worker covered by Employment Act to minimum of 11 paid Gazette public holidays per year. Okay. 11 hari ya yang dikira yang dibayar. Maksudnya ikut negeri. Sebab lain negeri lain dia punya public holiday. However, yang ini wajib, yang 5 ni. Right. Annual leave, cuti tahunan. Cuti tahunan is actually depending on the company. Kalau private sector, dia memang terpulang pada company. Cuma, yang ini minimum. Faham maksud minimum? Bukan bermaksud lain daripada ni tak boleh. Minimum. Right. Paid annual leave, kalau dia ambil cuti tahunan, dia still gaji dia tak boleh tolak ya. Gaji dia kena bayar macam biasa. You tengoklah ni less than 2 year, you baca lah ya. Kalau soalan keluar pun you tulislah yang ni. Sick leave. Okay, yang kita sebut MC is basically medical cert. Sick leave adalah nama cuti tu, cuti sakit, and you are going to your employee is going to give the evidence of a medical certificate, right? So this one is also minimum. Ni ada juga kata, madam, ayah saya company dia sekian-sekian. Ish, orang kata minimum, right? So inilah. Lepas tu you pun katalah, madam, ada juga company private tak ikut yang ini. You tahu tak yang ni apa? Anda apa? Statutory benefit. Wajib ke tak wajib? So salah lah. Tu cerita lain pula. Whereby boleh, kalau katalah worker complain, dia boleh pergi kepada jabatan buruh. Kecuali in contract of employment, dah state you agree. Dapat? So baca betul-betul. That's why you need to learn human resource. Right? You tahu hak you sebagai pekerja as well as hak you sebagai manager. Alright, okay. So, contribution to employees provident fund. Right. Dia punya percentage dah lain dia dekat sini. So, your job is to find the latest one for EPF. Employees Provident Fund. Sebut EPF mungkin you all tak berapa, apa panggil ni, tak berapa familiar. But kalau kita sebut KWSP, you all tahu KWSP. Kumpulan wang simpanan pekerja. Right? Samalah tu dalam bahasa Melayu. Hari ni baru tahu, madam. Nasib baik masuk universiti. Right. So, objektif dia to ensure every worker has sufficient fund nanti bila dia dah retired. Okay. Retired means pension lah. Okay. Kita ada dua ya. Untuk government servant, we actually have option either to choose, kita panggil EPF lah, ataupun KWSP, or to choose pension plan. Retirement adalah bersara. Bila bersara dia ada dua choice. Sebelum bersara lagi dia kena pilih lah. Bila dia dah permanent, company will ask whether you want to use KWSP ataupun you nak ambil pension plan. The differences between KWSP and pension plans, KWSP or EPF, they are going to give some amount of money at the end of your service or retirement tadi. Lump sum. Lump sum maksudnya duit seketul. Right? Dia akan bagi debuk, pandai-pandai lah after that. Dia tengok berapa banyak you punya contribution as a worker as well as company's contribution yang ada per percent tu. So duit tu mungkin you dapat 500,000 for example. Dia tu belum pergaji ya. And pandai-pandai lah you nak hidup. For pension plan, it is actually being paid monthly. Sampai bila? Sampai you punya youngest children is 21 years old. Right? If let's say you don't have children until you punya wife still ada lagi, hidup lagi. Right? Okay. So kalau dia ada anak lah. Faham ya? So dia akan bayar berapa? If let's say a government servant already in service for more than 25 years, it is 60% out of your last salary. Last salary ya, basic salary, bukan termasuk allowances. Boleh? So dia akan bayar. Dia akan bayar contohlah gaji last dia tak masuk allowance ni. I kata ni you cerita pasal dah umur 60 tahun. Right? By the way, retirement age is 60 years lah sekarang. Before this, 56, 58. Now, wajib 60 tahun untuk government servant. Right. So, you dah kerja lama kan? Then, mungkin you dah dapat gaji. Katalah 8,000. Gaji you punya retirement. So, 60% out of 8,000 tadi. Kira sendirilah. Boleh faham? Every month. In order for you to survive. Okay? Right. So, I kata sebab itulah kena belajar HR ni. Okay, ni dia kata employee are permitted to withdraw their saving from the fund at the age of, walaupun tak retired lagi, however, they can actually withdraw 55 years old, right? And dia ada lagi lah nak withdraw untuk belajar, withdraw untuk komputer, ada banyak lagi. You can actually search kalau you nak tahu. Untuk dia ada akaun 1, akaun 2. Now sangat-sangat sekarang isu KWSP tengah panas kan. Tak ada siapa pun nak buat pasal isu tu. Right? So boleh tengoklah. Alright, okay. So here statutory contribution ni sumbangan, maksudnya dia tolak daripada gaji pekerja setiap bulan. If let's say you choose EPF. Kalau government servant, what if you are private sector, you don't have pension plan, you only have EPF, right? For government servant, for those who are not permanent ataupun contract worker but under government, they still they have EPF. They don't have pension plan. Pension plan is solely for those who are permanent worker. Boleh faham? Right? Okay. So, dekat sini, employees punya contribution employees pekerja, 8% ni dah naik dan new. Right? So, tengok balik berapa persen. If I'm not mistaken, itulah I lupa nak. Dia bukan lupa sebab slide baru I tak ada sekarang. 11% and employers will be 13 if I'm not mistaken. You tengok balik ya. Right? Tengok balik. Sebab I, currently slide I tak ada yang terbaru. I dah tukar dekat slide yang baru. So employees are not required to become members of EPF. Yang tak boleh ambil EPF. Domestic servants. Apa tu domestic servant? Kalau I tanya dalam kelas, I will get a lot of funny answer. Domestic servant maid yang bukan orang Malaysia tu, right? So dia tak boleh dapat EPF. Foreign worker lah, yang bukan Malaysian worker. Government servant on pension scheme, sebab dia dah ambil pension, dia tak boleh buat EPF. So kalau dulu di EPF madam, sekarang baru ambil pension, dia boleh keluarkan EPF dia tadi, dia dah stop. There are provision for self-employed, partner in business, sole proprietaries, yang ni pemilikan tunggal, pensionable employees in public sector, foreign worker, contribute if they wish. Let's say kerja sendiri, business. Diorang tak ada EPF. EPF is being applied by the company. So dia tak ada yang EPF sendiri kan. So dia boleh pergi minta buka sendiri dengan EPF. It must be a minimum of RM50 for the fund. They can also choose to pay any amount above this. Dia nak bayar berapa pun tak apa. It's like simpanan. But dia ada dividend. Got it? Alright. Okay. So this is contribution to employee social, panjang. Social Security Organization or Purchase of Insurance. SOCSO. Panjang lebar dia punya penerangan SOCSO dia tadi. Alright. Okay. So SOCSO ni, most of you mungkin tahu, mungkin tidak. SOCSO ni insurance lah. Basically insurance pekerja. Alright. So for a government sector, we don't have government sector, sometimes we have our own insurance. But SOCSO ni kalau untuk private sector dia wajib lah. Sebab SOCSO ni dia memang diwajibkan untuk private sector. So SOCSO also known as Perkeso in Malay. You boleh cari nama penuh Perkeso tu apa. Okay. So dia kata kat sini, provide employees compensation financial benefit should they be involved in accident at work. Kalau berlaku accident di tempat kerja. Ataupun contract and occupational disease. Ataupun terkena penyakit disebabkan kerja. Ingat tu, bukan tiba-tiba darah tinggi. Bukan penyakit disebabkan kerja dia tu. Become an invalid from whatever cause. So yang ini ni kalau dia panggil dia meninggal ke, dia hilang upaya kekal ke sebab kerja. Di tempat kerja. Right. So tempat kerja dia ada macam ni. Perjalanan pergi dan balik dari kerja pun dikira sebagai occupational hazard ataupun occupational accident. Right. Nak pergi kerja kan, ikut jalan tu tiba-tiba accident pun dikira, boleh claim atau balik. Dia punya syarat dia, you need to make sure that jalan pergi dengan jalan balik tu adalah memang terus ke tempat kerja. Bukan pergi ambil anak sekolah, pergi apa-apa. Right. And dia ada radius dia. I cannot remember berapa radius dia. You boleh find out. Dia tak boleh tiba-tiba dah ke Aman Jaya, patah balik, semua cannot. right? Employment Insurance Invalidity Scheme, ni ada ni ya. Employer berapa persen, employee berapa persen. You can, like I say, benda ni boleh berubah ikut tahun. So you can actually find out the recent one. Boleh? Yang ini dia ada 60 years and above, still working, 1.25% monthly wages only borne by the employer. Alright? So ada percentage dia lah yang kena bayar. Employer bayar berapa, employee kena bayar berapa. Contribute to SOCSO. Right? Okay. So for non-statutory benefit, I will leave it here first. We are going to continue with non-statutory benefit later on. Okay, so that's about it. See you in next continuity of this chapter. Okay, thank you very much.